What's up, RudeNation? It's your boy Sherm. And you know, if you're hearing my voice before the episode properly starts, then there's a bit of a disclaimer that needs to happen here. We had all intents of making this episode all about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, pretty much to coincide with the release of Shredder's Revenge and all the Cowabunga collection news coming out. But we went long, and we kind of put a pin or put a pause in the topic at hand. We're going to do that next episode. But this episode is really just a big old catch-up, Blitzkrieg news sort of thing. We're just going to talk about all the stuff that your boys have been up to. Specifically, and we're going to say this right now, there's going to be spoilers coming up for Ms. Marvel, Thor, Love and Thunder, and Stranger Things Season 4. So be wary of that. Check out the description for all those timestamps and whatnot. But please enjoy the rest of the show. You hear that? Is that coming from the walls?
No, it's coming from the sewers.
The sewers?
Sewers.
Well, thank God, Tom. There is a quartet of mutant heroes, amphibic, one would say, that can help us with that.
Who are these?
I'm talking about four bodacious dudes, brothers, if you will, mutant turtles, who are teenage also, and they have studied ninjutsu. I'm talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, baby. There's a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle episode of the RudeBoyz Power Hour. Plus, I am Sherm.
I am Tom.
And
neither of us are named after Renaissance artists.
that is correct. I'm after a saint.
So am I.
Oh, okay.
Well, Doubting Thomas.
Doubting Thomas?
That was the dude who didn't believe that Jesus came back from the dead.
That is so funny because that is you. if I said like, I'd be like, Tom, did you hear that Jesus came back? You'd be like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't.
And
I'm like, no, but I mean, you didn't see it. Like, we'll agree to disagree.
And like, Jesus even let him put his fingers through the holes.
Oh God!
And Doubting Thomas is like, no, you didn't come back.
CGI. CGI. It's fake.
It's fitting.
Oh
my
God!
It's
well,
fitting.
that's pretty funny actually. But yes, big time Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle episode. Right off the jump though, Nation. Let's just address some stuff real quick. We'll do a quick. We'll do not a quick outro, but listen. You like what you hear? Hit us up on our social media platforms. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Just go for RudeBoyz469 on those platforms of choice. You know, like our stuff, follow our stuff. Our YouTube page. I know we're doing earlier, Tom. We have a YouTube.
Oh, well, are we going to do it again?
We are going to do it again.
Okay, then I'm not going to.
All right, cool. And you can subscribe to that stuff. It's bit.ly/RudeBoyz RudeTube. But I'm getting all fucked up.
You're fucking me up right now,
Just subscribe to our stuff. Let us know, rate us, do that stuff. I'm trying something different. Maybe we'll get some sort of interaction with people if I hit it now. Because I know personally, as a podcast listener, I do not listen to outros. So, you should listen to ours. They are hilarious.
Oh yeah,
we are usually spent and tired or drunk or high. And we're just like, we're
the
done with
high
this.
ones are the best ones.
And you got to know the URL. You got to know the Podbean URL, and that I will save for the end of the episode. But this episode right now, Ninja Turtle Talk, we got a lot of catch up to do. A lot of RudeBoyz catch up. We've done a lot of things. We've seen a lot of stuff. We're gonna get to that.
A couple of the same things.
A couple
which is
joint
nice.
RudeBoyz catch ups, if you will. Emily Blunt. But we do this little drinking section. I don't know why I'm introing it to new listeners.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, maybe there are some new listeners.
And I am sorry, but I think it would be pretty good. Ninja Turtle Talk. Everybody loves Ninja Turtles, right?
Yeah. If you don't, then
they are timeless. 30 plus years. Shredder's Revenge just came out. It is awesome. The Cowabunga collection's coming out this year. It's gonna be fantastic. I think a lot of love and care going into that, but we're gonna talk about that later in the episode. But right now,
if you're not a fan of the Ninja Turtles, you're a member of the Foot Clan.
There you go. Yeah, you're a robot or a man or I don't know,
robot or man.
You're less of the hand, and the hand isn't even that great.
You're more of a foot.
There you go.
So don't be a foot. Subscribe to all of our stuff, all of our social media stuff.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. All right. So who do we got in our mouth? Oh,
What the fuck have you made?
I have made 4 Ninja Turtle themed cocktails. These were all from superherococktails.com. I usually get, I mix it up where I get a lot of recipes from. So
There was no Splinter drink?
no, because it's the 4 Ninja Turtles. So Casey Jones, no.
So I guess we're Splinters. And
Why?
Casey Jones.
Why?
Because we're helping these 4 young drinks.
I guess so, yeah. So we got here, I know Tom, Nation, you can't see, but Tom can see. We got the Leonardo, we got the Donatello, we got the Michelangelo, and we got the Raphael.
Which, by the way, the Donatello is the only one that has that turtle's color.
Again, they are turtles. They are green turtles, and they are made differently to help accentuate their personalities. The main crux of all of these drinks is Midori. Midori is a melon liqueur. It's green.
Yes.
Nation, my mixology Instagram, sure makes a lot 64 on Instagram, and I will cross share this with the RudeBoyz, RudeBoyz469 on Instagram. You will see these drinks, but the Leonardo is Midori, bourbon, lime juice, and white wine, sweet white wine. Yes.
You could have put some
Blue curacao, yes, but it's all about trying to get the green. All right. Well, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Okay, I'm following a recipe. The Donatello is triple sec, Midori, and sweet white wine. Again, that also is a thread of this going on.
And it has a purple cherry.
Yep. Michelangelo is Midori, bourbon, triple sec, and sweet white wine. Raphael in a shot glass. Yes, Tom?
Though the Michelangelo,
because you're about to burst.
Though the Donatello should have the straw for the bow staff.
Oh, man.
He's gonna punch me in the face by the end of this episode.
The Raphael is in a shot glass. It is 2 parts bourbon, 1 part Midori, 1 part sweet white wine, and a couple drops of Tabasco.
See, that works
Uh-huh.
because his weapons are short.
Cool. I'm so glad. I live for your approval. I'm trying to make a nice thing for you, and here you are critiquing me like some sort of animal.
I'm not critiquing. It's positive criticism. I love all your drinks, Chris.
Yes, you do. So, which ones are your fancy, Tom? Are you going to go with personality? Are you going to go with what looks good? Are you going to go with flavor profile?
I am curious about the
Tabasco. I'm just like, give me the drinks.
Just give me them all.
Give me the drinks. So the Raphael, yeah, because you are a spicy boy.
Yeah, I'm a spice.
Oh my God, how every time I somehow bring you into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you're gonna go for the Raphael, which is a shot. So.
Yep. Then I'll probably go.
Okay, so bourbon and bourbon.
Right.
Michelangelo and Leonardo. And it's larceny. That is also one of your go-tos.
Right.
But I mean, Donatello. Hey, listen. To each his own.
Yeah, but you seem like more of a Donatello guy.
Yeah. Okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So I will take Raphael and Michelangelo.
Alrighty, there we go.
That works.
So how should we do this? Should we go by order of theme song? Should we? I know we can't really clink because we want to drink and taste and figure it out. So how about this? Take the Raphael.
Okay.
I'll take the Leonardo.
Okay.
We'll clink and drink, and then we'll come back and we'll tell the nation what we thought with these 2 drinks. All right. Cheers. All right, so the Leonardo is very citrusy, very fruity too with the Midori. I like it. It's very it's Leonardo. It's dry too. The wine taste is very dry. Tommy,
So,
Raphael.
The Raphael,
They 2 normally clash. These two twaddles.
much like us.
Yeah, I guess. But we're still brothers,
Yeah, exactly.
right? But not. They weren't.
They were brothers.
Right, but were they like literally
came-
brothers?
They came from
The same egg
hatchlings.
bunch.
They were hatchlings together.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
What do you think? Do you taste the Tabasco?
I do.
Okay, cool. I thought I
And
put
the
a little bit
larceny-
'cause I didn't want to destroy it.
And the
I
larceny,
don't want to get that green color.
but the white wine kind of like the spice is there
Right. Okay.
for
That's good.
both the larceny and the Tabasco.
Right.
Because larceny does have a little bit of a.
It is
bite
the
to
majority of that shot too. So.
But the white wine actually offsets the spiciness.
Okay. That's a good.
Which I like.
thing. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm enjoying the Leonardo. All right, let's clink and drink Michelangelo and Donatello.
Okay.
I'm going to take my garnish and just dip it in.
And these two are usually always together.
Yeah. Clink it up.
Yeah,
Much
we go
better
much
clink.
better.
Pretty mellow, the Donatello. The mellow Donatello. Also, these were watered down a little bit because I had to make 4 fucking drinks.
Yeah,
But I mean, I think that's kind of the point. The Michelangelo was I put this on ice because it has the most booze in it. So
Michelangelo,
because he's a party dude.
yeah. You said that was what? Larceny, white wine, Midori, obviously.
Larceny, white wine, triple sec, and the white wine. Yes. So the 4 main ingredients of the all 4 cocktails.
Okay.
He's a party dude, man. He likes the jungle juice, whatever you got left.
I was just gonna say it's very jungle juicy.
Yeah. All right, so there you go.
No, I dig it.
Okay.
All the flavors complement each other very well.
I think what really helps is the Midori. The Midori is a very sweet, flavorful. Is it a liqueur? I guess so. Green color, obviously, which colors all these bad boys. I think that I don't know what you're trying to do, but I think what that does is it makes it very kind of flavor fruity forward. Because triple sec, you got the orange, the citrusy flavor, the white wine too, a little bit.
If you ever make these again, I'm going to make a suggestion. It's not a criticism.
Okay.
Because Donatello is usually like the darker of the 4. Mm-hmm. So if you could make it like a darker green somehow, that's all.
Mm-hmm. Go fuck yourself. Anyway, we got a...
What a shit ass, man. Yo, so this motherfucker wants me to make business cards saying, I'm his taste victim.
It's going to say taste tester, like in print, but you're going to cross it out via a Sharpie pen or the magic of computers and just say victim.
Yeah. But, if I come up with any ideas...
I know.
And you know what, though? You've criticized constructive criticism my barbecuing skills.
That's fair. Yes.
So you know what? Go fuck yourself for those criticisms.
Tom, do you wanna take a little sippy of these two? Or are you good?
No, I'm good. I'm
okay.
good.
Because again, your palate is a little more refined than mine. So all right, so we got a lot of ketchup to get into.
Yes.
But before we do that, Nation, we're gonna go to Blitzkrieg News.
Ooh.
Blitzkrieg News time, Tom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's Blitzkrieg News time. We full disclosure. You might hear this or not. We got some pizza.
Yeah.
And everything more a supreme pie, for the turtles.
Yeah,
and everything on it.
And my little bitch stomach, so no mushrooms.
I I don't like olives, so I asked for no olives. So there we go.
Olives are gross on anything.
Thank you.
Thank you. Like,
RudeNation, hit us up in the comments. Are olives disgusting or are they trash? One or the other.
Yeah.
They're bad, real bad. Blitzkrieg News, Tom. What do we got?
Starting off in video games, as we always do.
Wait.
Nintendo finally had a direct.
Sorts? Yes, they had
Chris, talk about this Nintendo Direct of sorts.
So they had a Nintendo Direct of sorts. Could you believe it?
I saw some shit.
Yeah, no, it was the oft rumored fuck rumors, because they either come true or they're not. But people want to just keep running their mouths, saying like, "Oh, it's coming." It's like, no shit. Hey, guess what? Marvel's gonna make another fucking Avengers movie. It might not be like legit, but it might be something different.
I can't wait to get to movies. I saw a rumor today of who may be directing Fantastic Four.
It is not who you think it is, because I think that got debunked.
Mr.
Schmeven Schmielmerg?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That got debunked?
I think someone ran their mouth and was like, "Oh, that's not true."
Yeah.
Well, I mean, who knows? Maybe they're being secret. We're gonna find out at San Diego Comic-Con. Anyway, it's video game news, everybody.
Next week,
Nintendo Direct of sorts. Yes, they had a Nintendo Direct Mini. It was about their third-party partners, and really the big takeaways out of this Nintendo Direct of sorts. Is the Portal Collection got shadow dropped, baby, and I bought that shit. Oh. Was that our first co-op game, Portal 2?
Our first. That or Resident Evil 5.
Oh shit!
Because Gears of War was our first failure of a co-op game.
I don't think it was.
What, Gears of War?
I don't think it was. I think we tried to go back and do it, and then it just didn't work out for us.
No, Gears of War was our first failure at co-op.
Oh, that is correct. Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
But it's not the first one.
Like no. Our first complete one is definitely Resident Evil 5, which you on our Instagram, RudeBoyz469. You can see the classic picture of me flipping the TV off when it says you killed your partner
during the Jill fight that everybody.
That was such bull. I still call bullshit on that fight.
But that was So it was that and Portal 2 and Lego Marvel Superheroes. And then Gears of War, and we tried a way out. We haven't played a whole lot of co-op games. Well, we did, and we're going to talk about it.
You tortured me with Portal.
Portal is a lot of fun, and I was like, I need someone to play this game with me.
There was one night we were playing Portal, and you just kept pumping me full of drinks. Pump. And like
you did that to yourself right there. You just set yourself up.
And like God. I'm just sitting there, I was like, why am I doing it? Why am I letting him do this to me?
Right. That's fair. But yeah, Portal Companion Collection got shadow dropped. Also Nier Automata.
I'll play it again.
People love the fuck out of that game. I played it on Game Pass. It wasn't for me. The Persona 3, 4, and 5 are coming out to Switch finally. I say finally because people were clamoring for it for a long, long time. And this Nintendo Direct happened over 2 weeks ago, so that I don't remember. But those were the most notable things out of that Direct.
Did you say Bayonetta?
Bayonetta's on the thing. Was not part of the Direct.
Oh, I thought it was because it had like the Nintendo logo on the YouTube channel. I'm sorry.
Yes, no, it's okay. It's okay. Honestly, out of the announcements Nintendo has done, there definitely should have been some sort of E3 presentation or Direct of sorts that encompassed all of the stuff from the Direct, the Bayonetta news, which is coming out Rudetober 28th, finally, Bayonetta 3. Also, Bayonetta 1 is getting a physical release in September, so you can get the entire trilogy on your Nintendo Switch.
I will hopefully I can do that. I've never played those games.
I have. Bayonetta 1 is good. Bayonetta 2 is great.
Yeah.
Because it just really goes fucking off the deep end. I still have my Wii U copy. I should pick up a Switch version just to have all three.
Just wait till the trilogy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but who knows? They might be out of print. They might reprint it just for Bayonetta 3 coming out. And then they announced a new Kirby game, which is like a free-to-play racer, right? Or something.
Kirby Buffet.
Like Dream Buffet or something like that. I don't know. It looks like Fall Guys a little bit. So.
When I saw that, I thought it said Kirby's Dream Butter.
Which is not out of the realm of possibility for Kirby to have to deal with.
Yeah.
Dream butter.
You want some of Kirby's butter?
I don't.
You want some of that Kirby butter?
The what?
Kirby butter.
Kirby butter? Kirby butter actually kind of sounds delicious.
You got it.
It'd be like Fluffernutter, but like pink.
Yeah, get it from the back.
Not Fluffernutter. Oh, you're gross. Can you move on? God, I'm talking about this cute little... We had a whole Kirby episode, and we were more civil there. We were a little inebriated.
Were we inebriated?
Hot.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, I love our high episodes,
Drugs.
Man. Our high episodes...
in school, kids.
Honestly, look, no matter what the Ninja Turtles tell you on the little screen...
That's true.
Weed is fun.
Moving on. Please.
I enjoy our high episodes.
They're pretty fun. I like them.
I think they're better than our drunk episodes. Because we remember them a little more.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, you got to think about Big Fight Feel. That's one of your all-time favorite episodes.
The best part about that episode is we were listening to it in your car.
Yes, after
and I'm like,
it out.
I'm sorry, did we record?
I remember this, yes.
Yeah.
That was
fucking hysterical. Alright, Genesis Mini 2. Oh, glasses! To America.
Blast processing.
1027.
Yep, this is the Genesis 2 mini console. It has some Sega CD games up on it, too. Yeah, it looks like the one, that model, the Model 2 Genesis. Which I'm pointing to a thing behind a couch.
That you still have yet to open?
You can't see. Oh, no, I opened it. I boxed it right up.
Have you played it?
I played Sonic 2 on it, and I got that for my birthday decades ago.
We should have hooked that up during our Sonic episode and been playing Sonic 2 while recording our Sonic episode.
Well, we didn't. And again, more constructive criticism from you, Tom. Thank you so much.
No.
I've got an idea.
I'm Captain Hindsight.
Captain Hindsight. There we go. You should wear one of these captain hats. Next time we do a stream, there he goes. Yeah, but it's coming out. It's a weird it is still coming from Japan, but it's going to be distributed through Amazon.com on U.S. soil. So people love the Genesis 1 Mini. I don't know why I'm calling it that, the Sega Genesis Mini. Because it was good emulation, it was a good crop of games, and I don't believe the full game list is out. But it's got some Sega CD stuff in it and some Sega Genesis stuff.
Fucking X-Men better be on there.
I don't think X-Men is going to be on it though. You know what?
What about Lunar Eternal Moon? Because that game was my jam.
I don't know. Honestly, I hope that we're going to talk about it a little bit again, and then just for a little portion. But when the Cowabunga collection comes out,
Cowabunga!
I hope Disney and Marvel Games or whatever entity thereof really looks at their back catalog and is like, you know what? Okay, fine. We'll do a Spider-Man collection, or we'll do an X-Men collection. Right. I'm really hoping that it's going to be tough because there's multiple publishers, but hopefully, fingers crossed. A man can dream.
Fingers crossed, Freddy. I get the jobby, Freddy.
So we can skip this next thing because I did talk about it already.
Is that date correct? I thought it said 10/22.
10/28. Nope, I double checked it.
Okay, cool. Now, look. God of War Ragnarok coming November 9th.
That's fair. You did edit that. Yeah, man, it's a couple heavy hitters.
Legit just did that.
God of War Ragnarok. This is probably going to be my next... I'm going to buy that Stray game. But this will be my next PS5 game I get. That's got to be really obnoxious on the audio.
I am stirring your delicious drink.
Thank you. Oh, see, now you're making me feel bad.
Why?
Why? Oh, my. Because I don't know. I criticized you, and now you're like, you gave me a compliment.
You criticized me for criticizing you because I'm a piece of shit.
That seems like a real door you just opened into your psyche. Yeah. Yep, there it is. Whoop, there it is. I don't know what's going on.
By the way, I'm
looking over there.
By the way, I'm looking at the glass that the Leonardo is in, and that reminds me of when we went to Buffalo Wild Wings one year for my birthday.
Yes, I do remember that.
And I ordered, what was it, Manhattan?
No, you would not, because Manhattan would come in a drink like this. Nation, this is like a martini glass, but squat.
No, it wasn't Manhattan.
No, I don't think it was.
It was.
It was.
It wasn't.
Honestly, I remember putting it in my Snapchat. I'll have to double check it. But it should have come in an old-fashioned glass like that.
No, but I ordered it specifically because
it came in a
cool
glass.
Was that.
Yes, I agree. I'm looking it up right now.
That shit was just too fun. Like my face.
That was pretty funny, yes. But
oh man,
what the fuck were we talking about? God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got reborrow God of War.
And you know what? I think I might stream it.
Okay, cool.
I might do a replay of God of War. I think it's a free upgrade to the PS5. You get like the fucking ray tracing, brother.
I will try to be here.
FPS and the rock solid load times.
I will try to be here as much as I can for that replay. Okay. Because I never finished it.
Shit. Then maybe you should play it.
Well, if I'm here for the replay.
Okay.
I mean, dude, if I'm here for the replay, I'll paint myself. I'll put the little...
Oh my god, yes. You just made me the happiest boy in
You'll
the
have to
world
do
if
the
we
makeup,
that.
dude.
That's perfectly fine. I will do the makeup.
I
will get you into makeup, and I will get you out of makeup.
Dude.
That sounded dirty, but I just mean I will help you remove the makeup.
Dude, I will bick my head full, like more than it is right now.
Oh, man. That really does make me happy.
I mean, granted, we'll have to figure out how I get a beard, because...
we'll do something.
We know Cash...
the beard. It's the white face and the face paint.
Because we know Cash can't grow fucking facial hair.
It's fine.
All right, moving
on. RudeNation, check our twitch.tv/RudeBoyz469 later in the year. And check our Instagram, instagram.com/RudeBoyz469 for more announcements on said Rude Boys be streaming. Like that, right?
PlayStation Stars loyalty program announced.
This was just announced today as per recording. Yeah, it's a free-to-join loyalty program that PlayStation is rolling out, I think, by the end of the year, where it's just, you get points for buying shit, and that points could be, like, your wallet. Like, Nintendo does that through, like, My Nintendo. Like, you get coins and stuff, and you can redeem said coins for money. It's like 10%. It's not much, but, like, if you download a lot of stuff, it'll add up, So, pretty cool. I like that. It seems right now like a better step forward than their... the PlayStation Plus program they're doing. I don't know. That's not for me. It seems a little little far-fetched.
I actually dropped.
It doesn't seem like the Game Pass that I want for the Sony stuff.
Yeah,
I'll
I
put it that way.
dropped PlayStation Plus. Like, I got a free year, and then I was just like,
yeah, same.
I'm not renewing.
I was good,
this.
yeah. But hey, not for us.
No,
it's all good.
No, but
it's all
hey,
good.
you know what, Nation? It could be for you.
Could be for you, Nation. Hit us up in the comments and whatnot, and tell us what you think.
Next up,
PlayStation Plus.
See, the wording on the article was very odd for this next thing.
Yes, I agree, because I did research it, because it seemed very...
No, so did I, and I meant to put the parentheses that you did. But,
okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 16 being broken into 3 parts, but it is still the same game.
Yes,
the way it worded it made it sound like it was going to be like, all right, 1 year, part 1's coming out, then
right.
part 2, then part 3. No. Well, apparently this story is going to be one of the darker stories that they're doing, which, being in Shadowbringers on Final Fantasy 14, I don't know how much darker you can fucking go.
Right.
Like, granted, I've been on vacation this week. Should have been playing, but instead I make more characters.
Oh my god!
I'm a madman. You know
you
this.
You are a madman, yes. But I mean, this news is coming right off of the again when Square Enix had their Final Fantasy conversation.
Live letter. That's what it's called.
Letter.
Yeah.
Of course, they pick a fucking weird name.
Yeah, and they're having another one, and they did some really cool shit though. But yeah, no, I mean, dude, this game looks good.
Well, the whole thing was when they talked about it, they also pretty much confirmed that Final Fantasy VII Remake is a trilogy of games, with the second part coming, I think, next year, 2023.
Still don't put anything on Aerith. Or Aerith.
Who knows? They're definitely trying to do something different.
Still gotta kill her!
They're doing something different.
Yeah. I do want to do a replay of Final Fantasy VII Remake.
And did you play through it all? You did play through it all.
I did, but I didn't get all the summons.
I
did not. I didn't get Bahamut. Bahamut's a pain in the ass to get, apparently.
When I was watching the playthrough happen, the summons, they don't just happen. You have to hunt them down and do the fucking VR missions.
I mean, in Final Fantasy VII, you had to hunt them down. Like you have to go You have to go to like an underwater fortress.
But like you had to do like storyline, right?
Yeah.
Right. This wasn't story. This was like just like fight all these
VR
missions.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. It looked cool.
You kind of zoned. Like you probably zoned out a little bit.
I mean, it looks pretty.
Oh my god!
And I said it. Any version of Final Fantasy VII I would play would be the remake trilogy.
My favorite thing about it is like, whenever you attach new weapons to your characters, you're seeing those weapons in cutscenes.
That's correct, yes.
To me, I think that's a major part to a game.
That is why I liked Xenoblade a lot, was because like you would change their costume, change all their armor set, their weapons, and it would be in the cutscene. All the cutscenes were in engine.
Yeah, and that's where Spider-Man on PS4 kind of dropped off for me for a little bit. Because there were a couple of scenes where I know for a fact I was in the movie, I was in the Sam Raimi costume, and then all of a sudden,
for storyline purposes,
exactly. And I'm like,
we could check.
That's not my costume.
I understand. Yeah. Well, Nation, if everybody's familiar with the RudeBoyz be streaming Marvel Spider-Man replay that I did to hunt for that platinum trophy on twitch.tv/RudeBoyz469, you could check the archive on our YouTube page, which you can find via the short URL of bit.ly/RudeBoyzRudeTube. That's all lowercase. We're not at the end.
I know. And you saw me pause.
You got geared up.
I know.
But that never hit me. My first replay, my first playthrough of Marvel Spider-Man, I didn't fuck around with the costumes too much because I figured that Spider-Man was in that costume. You know what I mean?
Oh, as soon as I see you get multiple costumes, I'm like, all right, my horse coming out now.
But with Miles, though, I was switching costumes nonstop because, like, in like the first half of that game, you're in like the oversized Spider-Man suit, and I'm like, I hate this. I need to.
Same. There was one costume that I came across that I was like,
in Miles.
Was it the 20?
I don't have the trophy for all the costumes unlocked. That can't be true.
Was it the 2099 one?
Was that the one with the smoky eyes?
And you still had a hoodie?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that one
one was good.
I think I completed the game in that one.
I think it was between that and like the end suit, which I think was like the hoodie, like a more red stylized hoodie. Hoodies are awesome. get ready for the Rude Boys Power Hour episode of hoodies. What else we got, Tommy?
I'm actually okay with that episode.
I'm a big fan of hoodies.
So am I, but the hood's got to be big.
Yes, agreed. Like Jedi big.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like, you can't just be like, I have a big noggin.
Yeah.
Or like Lord of the... This is Blitzkrieg.
Or like or like Lord of the Rings.
Right.
Big.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, surprisingly, nothing comics. We've had comic news the past.
San Diego Comic-Con, comics in the name.
Yeah, I know. Just wait for a lot of movie trailers. No comic trailers.
True. Also,
movies.
Movie talk, Tommy.
Nintendo acquires Dynamo Pictures. What movies has Dynamo Pictures done?
Well, they have not done movies. What Dynamo Pictures is a that's called adult entertainment.
Peach getting banged.
Well,
Peach getting banged in the peach with Mario's Bowser.
Is Bowser slang for dick?
It is now.
Oh.
You're gonna take all this Bowser, princess.
That's Mario. Is that your Mario impression? Is that what Chris Pratt's Mario? Oh,
You're gonna take all of these, princess.
I mean, Warp Pipe is right there.
Huh?
But you went with Bowser, Mushroom also.
I kind of feel like Warpipe might be the butt.
I mean, Peach is the butt.
No, Peach would be the vagina.
No, Peach. Everybody like that's the emoji. The Peach emoji is used to talk about butts. Anyway, Dynamo Pictures. What Dynamo Pictures has done is...
you may have to put NSFW on this episode.
This is actually going to get... This is going to be the Would You Like a portion. What Dynamo Pictures has done, they kind of do... They're an outsourcing company to do cinematics. Game-wise, they've done the cinematics for Metroid Other M, which is a fine game. It is not great. It is perfectly fine. It's a pretty good Metroid game. Storyline... garbage, but what are you gonna do? They also do like some Pikmin shorts or whatever, so they're familiar with the Nintendo IP. Yeah, I'm with you, but whatever.
You've played Pikmin though.
Yeah, I have, but
so
okay, fine. But yeah, and they're going to in I believe October once they assume full. I'm sorry, Rootober. When they assume full ownership, they will be called Nintendo Pictures. So they will be the go-to company to do. I guess their cinematics, their short movies, their whatever, handle their property outside of video games. Which is a shame because I think Next Level Studios crushed it with Luigi's Mansion 3 with their cinematics. And I loved the little bit of animation I've seen in Mario Strikers. I don't want to play that game, but I really like how they animate and handle each character's personality just by, stuff like that. I pick up on these things. I'm very well read. Says the man who was just talking about peaches a couple minutes ago. Anyway, let's keep it Blitzkrieg. TV talk.
Lukey. I almost said I had Luigi in my Luigi. Yeah. Loki season 2 has started filming. Pretty badass. Yep. Loki season 1 was very enjoyable.
Right.
Still not my favorite MCU show.
Correct. We'll put a pin in that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, that's cool. Obviously, the first show in the Disney Plus Marvel Cinematic Universe portion that is getting a second season.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, because WandaVision was presumably one and done. Falcon and the Winter Soldier presumably one and done. Loki came around and was like, okay, cool, doing this second season of Loki. I mean, we know we're going to get a second season of What If. That's already been pretty much confirmed. We don't know about Hawkeye. We don't know about Moon Knight, Ms. Marvel. We don't know. Ms. Marvel is probably going to be the one.
Hawkeye got a shit ton of Emmy nominations.
They all do. That's what they do. They just crank out this shit, and then they're like, "How about some Emmys, please, to give us some credibility?" That's like, you don't. You're making money.
Yeah,
that should be it. Stop trying to make art.
Yeah,
that's really what I'm getting at. If you're making money, listen. You got it. You found the system.
You've heard of Benny and the Jets, right?
I have heard of Benny and the Jets.
Well, Vinny and the Cox will be in Echo.
That's true. Yes. And
Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox will be coming to the Echo series.
Yep.
That will be hitting Disney Plus,
portraying
Wilson Fisk, Kingpin.
Right.
Vincent D'Onofrio. and then Charlie Cox will be portraying Matt Murdock / Daredevil.
Right.
Now, apparently, the whole thing is that Charlie Cox is looking for an associate.
Right. Somebody he's looking for.
And major rumor
Yes.
is that it's Jessica Jones.
Yes.
Which I'm fine with.
Yes.
I think Jessica Jones was a fantastic series. Like, to me, I think it goes Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Defenders, and Iron Fist.
We're a Punisher. Below all
I
that.
didn't watch it.
Oh, yeah, right, you didn't.
No, I refuse to. I get it. Your family's dead. Just cry me a
Here's
fucking
2
river, Frank.
seasons.
Yeah, cry me a river, Frank. You bitch.
I thought he was definitely
No, I think the actor they got-
extraordinary in season 2 of Daredevil.
Holy shit. And the fact that they...
But a lot of that had to do with Daredevil.
Yeah, but the fact that
And Elektra
they
and stuff.
mimicked that cover
Yes.
where
yeah.
where Frank Castle has Daredevil tied up and a gun, like, and it's just like, all right, well, you can feel where the bullet is, so
Yes.
we're gonna play Russian roulette. Which, fun fact is, Daredevil did that to Bullseye then.
Oh, yeah, why not?
When
You know,
Bullseye
it's like,
was-
hey, that was pretty cool thing. We
Yeah,
just
but
did.
it was okay because Daredevil could just go to church and confess and be okay.
Yeah, Catholic guilt. There you go.
Hey, look, hey,
Talk all about it on the Daredevil episode.
it has saved me numerous times. I don't gotta walk a desert.
Walk a desert. What? Oh, boy. Doubtful Thomas. Yeah, I'm super piped. I'm super hyped.
You're super piped? Wow!
I'm super Bowsered all about this. My
Yeah.
Bowser's all gigafied right now. Thinking about this stuff. So we were talking about this, Tommy, when we went to go see Thor: Love and Thunder. This is going to be pretty much what we're going to see if Disney is going to assume the Netflix shows are canon.
And I really think they will, because when they acquired those shows, I had to re-sign into my Disney Plus account and, like, give all the other accounts on that, like, on my account,
Well, yeah. I mean,
like, adult permission.
Right.
So I think they're going to. They're going to pull that trigger.
I don't think.
no, you're
we're
fucking
gonna-
wrong.
No, we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
But this is gonna be it, because we did see Matt Murdock in No Way Home. We saw Wilson Fisk in Hawkeye.
Dude, Hawkeye was fucking dark.
They could have been
Darker.
just they could have been darker, but there was nothing, like nothing to perfectly reference that those actors portraying the same character is the same character from the Netflix shows.
Right.
Think about when we saw the kid who played Quicksilver in the Fox movies shows up in WandaVision as Quicksilver.
Oh,
Air
okay.
quotes, which obviously didn't come to pass, but everybody was like, "Oh shit, here we go," because at that point they did get the Fox properties. They were assuming the the streaming rights for the X-Men movie, so they will come when they came, but they were like, "Okay, here we go, some multiverse stuff. Here comes Mephisto." I haven't said his name in a couple episodes, but I think we're gonna find out. I think they might just kind of gloss over it, but be like, they'll mention it in the same way that we don't need to see Uncle Ben get shot with Spider-Man. We've seen that for a decade.
Again, I
Yes.
like the fact that they alluded to it in Homecoming.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So maybe they'll be like, maybe Charlie Cox, Matt Murdock, Daredevil is going to be like, "Oh, I've had run-ins with this guy before. We fought at his penthouse or whatever." But you know what I mean? Like kind of just be like it's there, wink, wink, wink.
And
Not
then-
like, "Oh, hey, I'm getting my powers for the first
Yeah.
time." Like that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
I
They're going to
fu-
be established. We're not going to go back and see flashbacks, nor will it be a
No,
season
fuck
4.
that. Fuck that. I want flashbacks of Daredevil versus Kingpin, but it does a flashback where it's Michael Clark Duncan versus Ben Affleck in the penthouse.
Multiverse is real, everybody.
So real to me, damn it.
What else we got, Tom?
I'm just
keep it
going to gloss
Blitzkrieg.
over this because I don't give a shit about WWE. It's going to TV 14 on July 18th. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. I haven't
mean,
watched
but
the
it is-
fucking
it-
product.
Okay.
I
jeez.
don't care.
All right.
If you want to talk about it, I'm going to go get a fucking beer. Do you want to be?
I'm still drinking these drinks because I heard there was bad content if I consumed stuff while.
No. Eating, you stupid fuck.
No, I mean I think it is notable only because what happened?
The letter opener right there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I found that.
My ass.
Found in your ass. That's weird. In your peach. The The whole point with the only thing why it's notable is because everybody says like, oh, WWE is PG or whatever. The fact of the matter is that Raw itself on USA Network is changing to TV 14. Is probably just someone from USA saying like, yo, we're getting fucking squashed here with this whole AEW stuff. They can say the S word and they can bleed and stuff. It's not gonna change the game. It's notable only because it's of note. That is it. Like, the world isn't going to change. We ain't going to get the Attitude Era back. Hot take. Attitude Era wasn't that great to begin with. It had really good stars, but the Attitude Era it was like all right, cool. It was fucking Crash TV, exactly how Vince Russo fucking calls it, bro.
And honestly, a lot of that had to do with the shitty commentary too.
That's what we're going to gloss over. This is not. This was you just trying to bring this into play.
What do you mean?
I'm not talking about it. Is that it for Blitzkrieg News, Tom?
JR sucks.
Is that it for Blitzkrieg News?
Yeah, that's it.
So what do you want to do? Roll into RudeBoyz CatchUp?
Yeah, why not?
You want me to start it off?
Sure.
All right, Tommy. I'm going to start off with some RudeBoyz CatchUp. All right.
Gonna squirt that ketchup all over you.
So, I'm going to do things a little out of order just to kind of hopefully segue into something better because we both did something that's on both our lists that we can talk about in the both portion of the RudeBoyz CatchUp. I finished up season 3 of The Boys. The Boys continues to be stellar. I love what it does. It definitely goes places. I would really like you to see it when you can, because season 2 and 3 definitely go in directions, and I'm curious. Why don't you just log in someplace else? Log in on your in your bedroom.
Well, that's what I mean.
Why don't you just take the password that's in the home? All right, that's fair. Come on, get
fucking program. What are you, new?
All right, but The Boys was really great. I hear there's gonna be like a spin-off coming out. I think next year. That's gonna be like a season 3.5.
And I didn't know that the guy who does The Boys, Eric Kripke.
Yes, we were talking about this. Yes,
he did
also from Thor.
He was the creator of Supernatural,
right?
Which I'm a big fucking fan of. And he does want to try and get Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Jared Padalecki, however you say his name.
That sounded good. I've never heard his name out loud.
In future seasons of The Boys.
We know you have an issue with actors' last names also.
What do you mean?
Who was the actor that passed away recently?
James Caan.
Oh, yeah, James Caan.
Oh, shit, no, James Caan.
Oh, no. You don't even know. You can't even keep the bit alive.
I know. I tried.
But The Boys was really good.
I fluffed.
It really, yeah, I bet.
Stuff my balls!
Okay, you're Yoshi eggs.
Woohoo!
What the fuck was that?
That was Yoshi when he donkey punch him and he sticks his tongue out.
I mean, the man ain't wrong. I think what season 3 of The Boys really helped.
Yeah, actually, I love.
What season 3 of The Boys helped. It was I love motifs. I love the fact like listen.
How was Herogasm?
Herogasm was funny.
Yeah.
I guess real quick. So there's this bit in the comic book of The Boys called Herogasm, which is just basically this big superhero orgy.
Yeah.
Okay. I know when season 3 was announced, they were like, okay, we're gonna do Herogasm. And I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not gonna give any scenes out or anything like that. But the fact of the matter is, they filmed the majority of this episode in a house where you've got like just naked people all over the place. But there's still like dialogue of matter going on, and there's still plot progression. But it just happens to be all around these naked superheroes. Like, it's very funny because it's like you're like getting engaged in the dialogue that's happening, and then you see like a pair of titties go back behind you, and you're like, wow, okay, pretty cool. So it was a lot of fun. It wasn't as horny as everybody, even the people were like, "Oh man, there's gonna be some horny stuff."
I've heard the comic.
Like,
I've heard the comic version is so much worse.
That's why I think that people were like, "Whoa, shit, they're doing Herogasm." But anyway, what season 3 did was it definitely had like those archetypes. You know, listen, you got the 7, which is basically the Justice League. Like, those are the archetypes of superheroes: Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Aquaman, Flash. Like, those are the archetypes. You've got your speedy guy, your fighter guy, your superhuman guy, your superwoman, and your guy who can swim. Like, that's pretty much it. But they introduced the kind of like almost like the Justice Society, kind of like the Minutemen to the Watchmen, like the golden age of heroes to the current age, modern age. So that was pretty cool. And then what's the cat's name? Jason Ayers? Ackles, way off. He's like your Captain America, who's
Soldier
like
Boy.
Soldier Boy, yes, who's kind of like the hero frozen in time.
Yeah.
Basically,
I know things about what happened.
If you know comic books, you're good. You've got enough to be like, what if Superman but evil? Like, you're fine. If you know enough about Superman, you're fine.
I know the whole thing about Soldier Boy and Homelander.
Okay. Yeah. But it is a lot of fun, and the acting is incredible. There's like a lot of tense moments and shit like that. It's so much fun. Watch it, RudeNation. It's on Prime. Do it.
Here's my issue with The Boys.
Okay, go ahead. Yes, we did talk about this as well.
It's my issue that I had with Deadpool 2.
Right. And your issue with the Harley Quinn cartoon.
Yes, it's being edgy to be edgy.
Okay.
And honestly, to me, that gets a little fucking old.
Okay.
Like, your boys aren't being edgy to be edgy. We're fucking. This is us. This is us in fucking full bloom.
Oh yeah.
Full bloom. And
full bloom.
Yeah.
The bloomin' onion.
Those are tasty.
I think that's like slang too.
I was talking about what you can get at fucking Outback Steakhouse or what the fuck is the barbecue joint where we are? Smoking Owls.
Smoking Owls.
Yeah, the
Which I think is also probably slang for something.
Yeah, you can smoke my owl. It's just sometimes I watch season 1. I was like, cool. I watched an episode or 2 of season 2. I was like, eh.
I could tell you this, that everything edgy in the show,
and there's a
reason. Yeah, they don't. I know. Like,
no, I know. But
it is smart. It isn't like, I mean, yeah, it's shocking, but like, there's a reason it's shocking. Also, if that helps, I don't know what to tell you. But I'm with you with Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2 definitely crossed that line of just being like, wow, we're just every other word is going to be fuck, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's all good.
And that fucking asshole.
Here we go.
I fucking hate the kid that got to play Rusty.
I got you. I played some games. I played through Tunic on Xbox. I was going to say 360. Xbox One through Xbox Game Pass. Yes, I did. Oh my god, man, Tunic. Well, I mean, I finally finished when I started playing it since the last episode.
Yeah, I know. I keep getting the fucking
You keep getting notifications. Yep, exactly. Tunic is so fun. But I want to explain. It is a Zelda-like. You play as a little fox. You're going through an adventure and stuff like that. You pick up items and stuff like that. The combat is very Dark Souls-y. And once I died like twice, I immediately put it in easy mode. Like no fail mode is what I did. Because I'm like, I'm not in this game to fight. I'm in this game to explore and solve puzzles. Now, the whole situation with the puzzles, I don't want to spoil this game. Anybody who's got Game Pass or has access or should pay money to go play Tunic should, if you're a hardcore Zelda fan. If you're a hardcore Zelda fan, definitely check it out. Or if you're not, you're on the fringe or something like that, definitely try it out if you have access to it. By puzzles, I'm talking about stuff that, oh man. So one of the best features of this game is that you find pages in the world. These pages correspond to an in-game instruction manual that is formatted the same way the Legend of Zelda instruction manual is. Like, it's kind of like landscape style. It's got maps and items and pages and little illustrations, like little chibi illustrations, and then really big, well-done illustrations. And these pages, you find them out of order. So you could be wandering around the world, not knowing, maybe you get an item or something like that, or you come across like a cave, and you go into the cave, and the game doesn't tell you what to do. But what will happen is you'll pick up a page, you'll check out the page, and it'll basically say like, oh, I don't want to spoil anything, but if you do this one thing that you would never think of doing, it will open up part of the world. You know, so it's a lot of like it doesn't hit you over the head with a lot of dialogue. In addition, not only that, all of the dialogue, I'm going to say 99% of any in-game dialogue, air quotes, is in a different like runic language. So you can't translate it, but every so often you'll see like words that pop up, like items or bomb or sword, and you'll be like, "Oh, okay." Like you kind of have to like surmise what's going on. I beat the game. I got the there's I think like 2 endings or something. There's multiple endings. I got the bad ending because I was like, I just want to see what happens. Like I want to get it. I know, naughty me. But it works in the storyline of the game. You know, it's not like a you know, try again. It's like it's a bad ending, but it's like a all right, that's
is you.
Yeah, like you know what I mean, like something that's just like all right, like you know, it's a bummer it's a downer of an ending, I'll say, you know. But it's a lot of fun. I really do want to get. I want to finish the instruction manual, which I think if you do that, then that opens up the whatchamacallit, the another ending, or something like that. But like it is just so like you got to look in there's like little nooks and crannies and getting around, and you can just get treasure chests and stuff. It was a lot of fun. It was a game I played in waves where it was like I'm enjoying it, and I'm like, all right, cool. What am I doing next? I don't know. And then it ramped up. And then I would get an instruction manual, and I'm like, oh shit, like okay, I'm going to try this thing. Oh, I saw this place here. I can try this new technique. It was unlike anything I've ever played in a long time. I played this game on the iPhone called Year Walk, which is like this weird like creepy, air quote, Scandinavian culture game. But like what it forced me to do was like any information I came across, I would write it down, and that was like next level of me, you know. Like I actually was just like I'm in it, you know. Like when I played Legend of Zelda for the first time, I drew up a map, and I'm talking about like in the past decade. Tom knows well about this map.
Find that map. I want to see that shit up on our Instagram.
Oh yeah, no, I know exactly where it is. I remember I couldn't find it for the Zelda episode, and then I found it, and I was like, oh, there it is.
Yeah,
it's with my 3DS games.
I remember sitting in the break room.
Yep, and I'm drawing out the fucking map.
What the fuck are you doing?
You see this right here? That's a puzzle in Tunic.
Hey, that's one of the notebooks from our.
Yep. Watch a lucha. R.I.P.
Thanks, Tubi.
Gone too soon.
Gone to be soon.
Derp. And then I did start Secret of Monkey Island Special Edition, as you see on a Twitch channel, twitch.tv/RudeBoyz469, and our YouTube page archived, bit.ly/RudeBoyz, all lowercase. That was something that came out of Nintendo Direct. They did a little trailer on the Return to Monkey Island, and people were poo-pooing the art style, so fuck them. I want to play these Monkey Island games. I want to play the first 3. I don't want to play Escape ever again in my life. Tales I'll play.
Yeah, I mean,
and yeah, I'll do a Monkey Island episode once. You know, we get maybe a release date for Return to Monkey Island.
You're gonna have to pick me up for that episode.
That's perfectly fine.
Because I plan on getting high.
That's perfectly fine.
Like stupid high.
But I'm still in the first act of.
And now have to be like a weekend recording so I can get stupid high.
Wow. All right. Cool.
Now
what have you been up to, Tommy?
Well, hold on. Monkey Island.
Okay, yes. Oh, yes, right. We did put a pin in this conversation, didn't we?
This doesn't seem like a Chris game.
Okay, so my my enjoyment of Monkey Island comes from watching one of my high school friends play Curse of Monkey Island on their. Okay. He was the friend who had the best PC, which in 1996-7 terms is nothing, but it would play Curse of Monkey Island, and Curse of Monkey Island was like, it wasn't hand drawn, but it was like just it looked like a cartoon. Like that's how it was animated. It was the first one with voice acting. It had puzzles in it, and I loved it. So that's pretty much where the love affair of Monkey Island came across. Okay, when I went back to Secret and Monkey Island 2, though, I was like, it was a step back, you know what I mean? But like because I came in at a certain point. But regardless of that, I love the motif. I love lore in the same sense like I love like the shit I said about the boys, like like this whole pirate theme. I'm just like I'm not like a pirate fanatic, but it's just like it's a game with pirates. Cool.
Right. Okay.
Swashbuckling, sailing, sword fighting. I'm super down with that. And then puzzles and like it's not laugh out loud funny. And I know you hate this phrase, but I appreciate what it's doing. Like, it's just silly enough that I'm like, I enjoy. Like, this tickles my fancy.
I don't hate that phrase as much as I used to after watching Schitt's Creek.
See, there you go. It tickles my fancy.
Yeah,
is what I'll put.
so
And
you're
I'm
all
just- I'm
about
all
sword
in.
fighting.
What?
Huh?
I didn't hear what you said.
Okay, cool.
Excellent. What have you been up to, Tommy?
I downloaded Fall Guys.
Did you now?
Yeah.
Ooh, what system?
Switch.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Free to play. Cross-platform, too.
Is it? Yeah. I don't.
I'm going to eat pizza.
Huh?
I'm going to eat pizza.
Wow. I respect you enough not to put food down my gullet. No, dude, I'm just busting. I'm hungry. He's not letting me eat, Nation.
Fall Guys, what do you think?
It's cool. We will. It throws me off a little bit with how they move.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
'Cause they
I'm
move-
just yelling to project my voice.
Because they move all globby.
Yes.
You remember the show Most Extreme Challenge? Or Most Extreme Elimination?
Yes, I do. Shout out to Will. Big fan of that stuff.
That's the vibe I get while playing this game.
Actually, no, he's a Ninja Warrior fan, which I guess
Yes.
is kind of the same thing,
No,
right?
it's
They're
not.
like, aren't they like cousin shows though? Like,
No.
aren't they?
They're both Japanese.
Takeshi's Challenge, Takeshi's Tower.
No.
All right.
You may have
Will, hit us up, brother.
our one listener.
That's why I'm shouting out. I'm helping.
Yeah.
Will help.
Would you like a lifeline? Fuck.
Hit us up in the Twitters. Twitter.com/RudeBoyz469.
Or Instagram, whatever.
Yeah, he's good. He tweets at us.
Yeah. Yeah, I get very Most Extreme Elimination, which I love that show. I mean, one of the stages it was like this giant circular thing, and there were giant fans, and they would blow you off the platform, and I'd be like, fuck. So it's stupid fun.
Yeah, the little bit I played of it was pretty fun.
I definitely got to play it after I take a gum.
Oh Lord, you're gonna fall off and just have the time of your life.
And just see how life goes.
I'm gonna think pretty good.
Hey, guess what? Fall Guys is how Tommy Cash rolls right now.
Okay. Hey, that's cool.
That's how my life is.
Okay.
I also played a deck building game called Marvel Legendary. Very fucking cool. Like, it's a game that I've been meaning to get into. My brother got it when he was on his little sabbatical.
Is this This isn't a new game, right?
No, but they released new expansions like a motherfucker. And some
I remember back in the day when I was just getting into comics and like just the comic whole thing, and I would buy these collectible card. Was it Versus? More Versus.
probably the Versus system.
It might be, yeah. Because
And
I would just collect them and I'd be
And
like,
you
oh,
can
look at these
cross
art.
Marvel and DC together, yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was. This is from Upper Deck, who did Versus. I don't know if they do Versus system still. I have an Alien deck for Versus, but Legendary, very cool. I would like to bring it over one day, and we could play. It's a co-op game. It's a co-op deck building game.
Okay.
So but then at the end it can become competitive, where because each of the some of the enemies have certain points. So if you beat Magneto, you get 5 points. You beat the Hand, they have 2 points. So and then at the end, if we win, if we beat the villain, it'll
go to competition mode.
Competitive mode. It goes to competition mode. But all in all, it's co-op. I do know our comic book store that we frequent has a shit ton of
You can call them out.
grasshoppers.
Yeah. Get us that free money, Grasshopper.
I know they have a shit ton, which hopefully when things settle down for me, I can we can take a ride there and I can get some of the expansions.
I dig it.
There are some expansions where it's a full set, like a full $50 set.
Shit.
So yeah,
Sounds like a. I know somebody that just got into Warhammer recently.
Warhammer is a fucking investment.
Yeah, that's why I'm like whoa.
Well, no,
slow
Warhammer,
roll.
it's because especially if you want to paint the figures
No,
and
no,
then
thank you.
build your own like little like battlefield. No, this has a board. It has the cards.
I'm just saying, like, as far as like constantly upgrading your whole shit, you know.
But the thing is, you don't have to.
See, I'm okay with.
With this one, you don't have to. It's an option to make the game more fun.
Okay.
With like Warhammer, you need those upgrades. I feel
Right.
like, yeah. I also watched this movie on Netflix called Blood Red Sky.
Okay.
It's a German vampire movie that takes place on a plane. I won't say too much.
Okay.
Maybe we'll watch it for Rootober.
Did you like vampires?
Do I?
Yeah, you're a fan.
You've heard?
I think it's your Bowser.
That's really horrible content.
I'm sorry.
You're just fucking stuffing your gullet. I feel a little disrespected. That's neither here nor there. Roll your eyes all you want, motherfucker. Love you, Bubba. And that's all I've been up to solo.
But together.
I don't know. Do you want to, shove the rest of that pizza down your throat?
Well, Tom, let me ask you a question. So Stranger Things season 4 is fully cooked, 100% out there on Netflix. You rewatched.
Do we want
Stranger...
to do an episode for Stranger Things?
No, we did do an episode of Stranger Things. Yes, we did. These kids are getting ugly. Remember?
Oh yeah, they are.
Any quick recap memories of seasons 1 through 3? Anything maybe that you liked that maybe didn't like, something you didn't like that you liked. You know what I mean? Like, something that you were like with new eyes.
Lucas's sister, I like more.
Okay. Yeah, she grew on me in season 3.
Yeah, midway. My favorite sub character is Murray.
Yeah, Murray
Dude,
grew on
Murray
me.
fucking
Murray grew on
cracks me up because he's like he's that character who calls people out on their shit, like he did it with Jonathan and Nancy. He did it with Hop and Joyce. And honestly, he was a delight in season 4. His major thing in season 4 was making sure Joyce was safe.
Yes,
Which I love.
You know what? I'm glad you got through all these episodes because in a week,
it took me a week.
Because I was very getting ready for. That's good English. I was prepping to splice in my drunk season 4 thoughts because after I saw part 2 of season 4, I recorded myself.
Really?
Yes, to just put that in there because I didn't want to spoil you. I didn't want to talk about season 4 and then be like, spoil it for you because I knew you were going to see it eventually. So I'm glad you saw it. Any season 1 through 3 thoughts anymore?
Hated Lucas. And
In the entire
season 1, I was just like, ugh.
Lucas was kind of minor in season 1. I think Lucas and Dustin don't really kind of develop. Dustin said shit in season 1. That was it.
No. But he was the one who was trying to keep the party together.
Yeah, of course, because you need that fat friend to do that
Wow,
stuff.
fuck you.
Way to be offended about it. But you know what I mean? Like, you need... they were just there.
No,
you know
but
what
even
I mean?
how he was just like, look, I get it that you're like, Lucas is your best friend. And Mike is just like, well, no, you're my best friend too. He goes, no, I get that. He's like, but I'm at a disadvantage because I showed up in the 4th grade. Season 1, still, Winona Ryder's confused face bugs me. Where's my gun? Season 2, kind of like how Nancy and big fucking air quotes ended things with Steve. I don't know. I still say that she kind of cheated on Steve with Jonathan.
You have to realize that Jonathan took pictures of her while she was changing, which I think was a pretty big red flag.
I think they're getting back together in season 5.
Yeah, I agree.
Steve and Nancy.
I'm surprised. Okay. Any more thoughts?
Before we
dive into season 4,
they wanted Jonathan and them to get and her together because the actors are together in real life.
Yeah, but I mean, did that happen because of that, or did it happen because of the show?
Maybe.
You know what I mean? One of those situations, like a Tom Holland and Zendaya thing. You know?
Right. Hey, Tom Holland is... That man's a catch.
Yeah, but I mean, they weren't dating before.
Yeah. No, I know.
Easy, fucking Tom Holland Defense Force over here. I didn't say anything bad about him.
No, I know.
Any more season 1?
Season 2, because, like, I was like, fuck you, Nancy, for, like, you know, not really breaking up with Steve.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, what she did at the end with, at the snowball, dancing with Dustin.
Yeah.
I was like... I fucking love that.
Especially after, like, you got to look at it from season 1 when Dustin was like the little friend who was like, "Hey, you want some pizza?" Like, you know, like he had a little sweet on him.
Dustin, to me, has been consistently a fan favorite throughout.
He has been a fan favorite. Yes, I'll agree to that.
And honestly, this boy's favorite.
That's fine.
I think Dustin is Dustin's the type of kid that I probably would have hung out with more in school.
I think what made him develop into the character that he becomes is because he was a fan favorite, and that's a reactionary evolution of that character. You know, like let's get him a girlfriend in season 3. You know, but like, oh, she's my girlfriend from out of state. You know, like you know that whole like, oh yeah, okay, I bet, and it's true, whatever. So
I know we said that like in season 2 when they introduced Max, we were like, ugh.
Yeah,
but like honestly, rewatching, I was like, all right, Max, I dig Max.
See, that's good because you have seen at that point since season 3, so like you understand. They're like, okay, this character's in for a little bit of a haul.
And I was saying, I was saying to my sister-in-law that the actor who plays Billy, MCU, he would be
Drucker Montgomery, whatever the fuck his name is, something like that.
MCU, he would be a fantastic Angel. Because he could just turn that switch.
People were
like you know, Playboy, and then all of a sudden, when Apocalypse fucks with him.
Yeah, I could see that.
I know when he first showed up on the scene, people were like, "Oh, Wolverine." I was like, "No, he's too pretty."
Of course, people want to be
he's
like, "Oh,
Wolverine."
Wolverine. People were saying maybe Johnny Storm.
Okay,
but I like where you went because he did have a certain range about him.
Oh,
even like, you know what, like he didn't even have. He was mostly sinister in seasons 2 and 3 because he was like the older protective brother of Max, who turns out he had a real fucked up childhood, and then he was possessed.
He was also huge racist.
Well, that's also true. Yes.
And no, he was sinister in season 3 because he was fucking possessed.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, man, I hate Mike's mom because she was just looking to get piped by Billy.
Yeah, I mean, they you know, she's a well-known actress, so then they had to kind of like, all right, we got to give you something to do.
And honestly, I hate Mike's dad.
Yeah, Mike's dad also turned into like
he's a fucking loser.
He was just like a absent father, a there but absent father. You know, very typical like 80s dad that just kind of like, you know, worked, sat in the chair, fell asleep, newspaper, blah 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 blah. But then he's like had these one-liners and stuff like that. And it's just like, now you're just kind of a dick.
Yeah, you really are a dick. And honestly, that's how I kind of felt about Erica in season 2.
Yes, agreed.
And then even season 3, I kind of felt that way a little bit.
Yeah, but she kind of was like, all right, I'm all right with her.
Robin,
I feel better.
I think Robin's fantastic. You know, big ups to Maya Hawke.
Right.
And then, I'd say seasons 1 through 3 was really fucking fantastic.
Okay. Cool. So let's talk about season 4. Season 4.
Spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler. 2 weeks too bad. Sorry, buddy. There's gonna be spoilers for this and Ms. Marvel and Thor: Love and Thunder. Yeah. So, just tread carefully, Nation. Just go to the outro. Go to the Ninja Turtle. We still got a Ninja Turtle talk. Go. Just one of us is. Just go to the Ninja Turtle talk.
Oh, fuck you! I have no sympathy.
I really enjoyed season 3. I think season 3 was my favorite overall because I loved this is how it went, and I explain this in my drunk rant, but whatever. Season 1 was good. Season 2, I didn't think was necessary because there was a whole lot of like, you know, when 11 sacrificed herself, there was like, wow, okay, it's that story. We're good. We're done. And then there was talks about being like it was going to be like an anthology. So the next season, air quotes, of Stranger Things was going to be a different cast, different situation. So I'd be like, cool, that's great, like an American Horror Story, Didn't come to pass. They brought all those characters back, and they brought 11 back and everything. She did that one fucking weird road trip bit, but whatever.
When she went to Chicago?
Yeah. Unnecessary, I thought. The entire season was just like, cool. All right, Will, something's weird with Will again. Great. Season 3...
his fucking haircut.
Yeah, right. The whole thing with season 3 I liked because it was like the summertime and they're going to it's at the mall. It was like 80s as fuck. So it was like, all right, cool. Like I'm back in, and it was like pretty
that's
compelling.
What took me out of season 3 when
Really?
I first watched it.
Because it was like the theme.
It was just like, hey, you like
the
80s?
themed season.
Look, we're gonna just fuck
yeah.
you up with the 80s.
See, because that's why I think I liked season 1. Season 1 was like, it's in the 80s, like the end. But then like season 2 was like, they're at the arcade and they're making pop culture references, and the soundtrack is a little less organic than like the whole Guardians Volume 2 thing. I dislike. Like it was like they tried to do it again.
You dislike.
But then like season 3 was just like, you know what? Fuck it, it's 80s. We're just gonna lean into it. And what's more 80s than the mall? Let's go to the Orange Julius and this and that. I'm like, all right, cool.
Penny and the Gap.
Yep, exactly.
With their old logos.
And the way season 3 ended with like Hop's death and like Elle losing her powers and then like that crew moving away, I was like, okay, like all right, like we have closure. Great. Season 4 rolls around. Every episode isn't over an hour long. And I'm like, I cannot get into this right now. You know what I mean? Like it introduced a ton of new characters right off the bat. And it was just weird high school drama. And I was just like, ugh. And like at this point, I feel like the Duffer Brothers or the writing staff is just like, they're just kind of like, all right, now what does 11 do? And now what does Will do? And now Will's sad because he's really sexually conflicted. And then like what's going on between Jonathan and Nancy and what's Steve up to these days?
And Joyce and Murray are in Russia trying to save Hop.
And Joyce has every season's got to have Joyce doing some weird bullshit. Like it's the Christmas lights, it's the magnets on the fridge. I don't remember what the fuck it was in season 3, but season 4
3
was the fucking doll.
It wasn't season 3 was the magnets.
Was it the magnets? All right, so it was
season
more weird,
season
weird
2 was
shit.
with
more weird Will shit.
Going to tests.
Yeah,
and
or
actually,
like the
I'm
whole,
sorry.
Like, let's sit him down and let's. Oh, remember your birthday was.
In season 2, I actually got into a screaming match with Paul Reiser.
Oh yeah, the
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, he didn't know. Whatever.
He said Reese's Pieces had chocolate nation. Reese's Pieces does not have chocolate. It is a candy coating with peanut butter.
You have all been Mandela affected. I have also been Mandela affected by that. I thought there was at least some sort of chocolate flavoring or something in it. It is not.
Nose.
All right.
I love my Reese's Pieces.
In addition to the whole writing thing, was that like a lot of these characters just felt like cartoon versions of what they were in previous seasons, and I'm talking about. This is my opinion, Tom. I'm sorry. I'm talking about Murray. I'm talking about Robin. I'm talking about Argyle, and I'm talking about Dustin. Like in those 4 storylines, those characters were all just like goofballs, and like they never got serious once, even when the stakes were high. Specifically Robin. Like Robin, and I know they kind of wrote over it because she was like nervous or whatever, but it was just like, hey Robin, shut the fuck up for 1 second because Steve almost got devoured by bats, and there's a fucking weird inside out psychic serial killer that's killing people in their minds outside in. You know?
No, I disagree with Dustin. Dustin, I felt like it was very serious because he was trying to protect Eddie. And even when Eddie got killed,
okay,
he was just like,
scene. Yes, okay.
and then his heart to heart with Eddie's uncle. Holy fuck!
That's that scene. But when they go into the Creel house, and then he's like busting Steve's balls about not having a flashlight or something like that, and it's just like
because Steve
get your head in the fucking game, Dustin.
Well, that's because Steve was busting Dustin's balls throughout the whole thing.
But that's what Steve does,
for having a new role model in Eddie.
Listen.
No.
I'll agree to disagree.
Steve didn't like the fact that Dustin had a new role model.
Yeah, they said that like once or twice.
Even though, if you look, Dustin still kept his hair how Steve taught him.
Yeah.
So, like, you know,
Well,
but Steve couldn't see that because Steve thought he was losing his little buddy.
Okay. I like that perspective. Thank you. Argyle was the stoner. Like, cool.
The wise stoner.
Yeah, I mean, you know, listen.
Hey, he got
Sun shines on a dog's asshole.
He got Elle into the fucking,
Yeah.
the pizza freezer.
I
did like...
The whole Russian thing was just like, whatever.
Yeah, that
I like the faceless man from Game of Thrones. Jaqen Nagar.
Oh.
I like that actor.
Oh, is that who that was?
Yeah, that was
oh,
yeah, that was Even
a
or
man
something.
has no name.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was the same
I didn't know
actor.
that.
Yep. I like him. He's pretty cool.
Obviously he's a faceless man. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Which watch out for our Game of Thrones episode.
All right. Yep, that's right. We did commit to that.
We did.
But I will say, from start to finish of season 4, I liked what I saw. I like it a lot better than season 2. Not a lot. It's better than season 2. I didn't like the fact that they just re-brought Brenner back in to give him some weird death, but he was just mean a couple minutes ago. Like, I thought that was unnecessary, but, like, hey, Elle got powers, so great.
He didn't have to let the collar go.
He didn't have to fucking come back. If he was just in flashbacks, fine.
No,
but Matthew Modine's a name, guy.
Which, fun fact, I did not realize that Matthew Modine was from Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, I've never seen it.
You never seen it?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right.
It's very true. That was my introduction to Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh, okay.
But no, Matthew Modine, you needed back because he was the only one that really knew that technology.
Maybe Paul Reiser was like, you know what, I have an idea, and like, you know, and then he came together with other people. Or I found Brenner's journal.
Yeah, no, I think
you didn't need him back.
You needed Brenner.
No, you didn't.
You also needed because did Elle see his body in season 1?
What do you mean?
Because wasn't he declared dead in season 1?
Well, I mean, he was air quotes killed off in season 1,
right?
And then he had she had a vision.
In season 2.
No,
yes.
well, not a flashback, but she thought she saw him.
Yeah.
It might have been like 8 fucking with her or something like that.
I really wish 8's number was 7.
7, 8, 9.
No, they could have been 7-11.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Come on!
Come on!
Get on my level!
So there's a fan theory, right? Mm-hmm. That in the beginning first episode, when it was crossed with Dustin playing D&D and Lucas winning the game.
Okay.
Dustin rolls an 11 and loses, but Lucas's jersey number is 8, and he won. So they're like 11 needs 8.
Yeah, but
for season 5.
Yeah, but then his sister
Guess what? Nobody needs 8. What?
Yeah, but then his sister won.
I thought they lost the game.
No, they won the game.
Oh yeah, all right. See,
Because,
that was just so
long
ago.
I really liked that whole the way they filmed that, how it was Lucas going for the shot,
yeah.
his sister rolling the winning.
Yeah, no, it was. Don't get me wrong. They had some good moments in this season.
My theory is that you see Vecna in season 1.
See, people say that. I really do.
Honestly, I haven't seen anyone say that. And again, watching it with fresh eyes.
Right, yeah.
I was just like,
you did watch it back to
back. Is that Vecna?
Right.
Is that, or is that actually the Demogorgon?
Right.
I
think it's Demogorgon. I'm not. Listen, the Duffer Brothers have had some magic. I don't think they fucking planned it this far. I'm gonna be completely honest.
You never know, man.
I think I know. I think I know.
I really enjoy how music was a huge part in season 4.
Oh yeah, I thought so. So the Max episode, the one with the Kate Bush song that everybody's crooning over.
I will admit, I put that on my Spotify playlist.
I like that song when they used it to hype up the Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 26. Yep.
Really?
It wasn't the Kate Bush version though. It was a different version.
All right, we're
Placebo.
gonna have to watch.
It's one of my favorite promo
Really?
packages.
Okay,
Yep.
no, we're gonna have to watch that. I don't remember.
I'll throw that on. We might have to put a pin in Ninja Turtles talk, because we still got a lot to talk about.
This turned into the boys have been up to a lot of shit.
This is true, yes. Yeah, that episode was great because we were talking about how, like, when they brought Max in for season 2, we're like, all right, cool. But then, she grew on season 3, and then season 4, they're like, oh, fuck. Like, they want to... Listen, they introduced all these characters. They killed off a bunch. So it's like, here comes Max. Like, she's had some trauma. She's had some issues with, that Vecna's curse or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, are they going to kill off Max? To be like, here's some fucking stakes in this game. The game of life, not, obviously a video game. Because I do mix that up a lot. I think...
Technically, they did kill Max.
Well, we'll talk about that in just like one quick minute. If they killed Max then and there, boom, stakes raised. However, she needed to live in order to give some sort of momentum to everybody else. Like, oh, I listened to music, so that helped me. Or, oh, I saw Vecna here. Like, it was plot progressives. And yes, you're right. They did, air quotes, technically kill Max because, like, Vecna was able to open the portals and stuff like that. And I think she's kind of like, I don't want to say like brain dead, but like
she was dead for over a minute.
Right, but Elle couldn't. She's alive. She's like she has a pulse.
Yeah,
but Elle can't find her in like the dark place, which is her way of like connecting with people mentally.
And that's why I'm thinking season 5 is going to be either a showdown between. She's gonna either her or Will are gonna be a vessel for Vecna.
I think it's gonna be Will because he was already a vessel for the Mind Flayer.
And
so.
it's gonna be
May.
but remember they were calling Vecna the Mind Flayer's 5-star general. Thus, yes, they were like Vecna's not the leader; he's like the general of the Mind Flayer. So maybe actually Elle may have to fight both Vecna and then the Mind Flayer.
Right. Okay, but hang on. Listen to this. I think that once Elle fought the Mind Flayer, she fought him ethereally in season 2 and physically in season 3.
He's still around though.
Of course, the Duffer Brothers can't write for shit. But yes, but I think at that point though, Vecna was like, all right, he got a little bit of Elle's powers. That's why she was powerless by the end of season 3 ish. And, the season 4. So I think that, like, once he was able to kind of tap into people's minds, then he was like, all right, now I'm the big bad now. And you know what? Okay, in between parts 1 and 2, because you didn't have that waiting period in between, I feel like Vecna's character took a nosedive because now he was like, now instead of him being mysterious, you knew he was number 1. And then therefore had like weaknesses and stuff like that, like he was a character, not just like an entity. But yeah, that's neither here nor there.
And I'm sorry, can we just talk about fucking Robert Englund's performance?
Yeah, I thought
so fucking
everybody
good.
was saying like he was going to be in it like for longer, and I was like, what when I saw him in that episode,
was fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm like, oh yeah, Robert Englund. I'm like. Yeah, he was in that one scene. It was good.
And then you saw the Myers tombstone, which is pretty cool.
I don't know what that means.
In the Upside Down world, Michael Myers.
Ah, okay.
His sister's tombstone you saw in the Upside Down.
Oh, okay.
When Max was in
I didn't catch that, but okay.
Oh yeah, no, they put a lot of the classic horrors. And you're saying the Duffer Brothers can't write worth of shit, dude? They can definitely write.
I think they have. They can write, but they are. They are helming this juggernaut right now, and I'm like, like it to me. I think the wheels they're not falling off. But they're getting a little wobbly.
They're not sitting there and trying to direct every episode themselves. They're having other people direct.
I'm not talking about directing. I'm talking about writing. Like they're still writing it. I'm not talking about the directorial stuff.
Yeah, nah, I'm gonna disagree.
I'm
disagreeing
okay,
with you.
okay. I liked it, and I feel like the horror slant though that was a good way to refresh
I've
this
always
stuff.
loved the horror stuff, and I love all the Stephen King aspects in this past season.
Yeah, I like it too.
The blood balloons popping, that's definitely it.
I don't remember that at all.
When Max has a happy memory, and she's back at the snowball.
Oh yes,
That
yes,
has
yes, yes,
some
yes,
wood
yes.
balloons popping, and the
I
house.
was very drunk when I first saw that.
And
Yes.
the house that they're fighting in, that's definitely the house on Neibolt Street, which is in It,
Okay.
where they first encounter It.
Pennywise,
Yeah.
or the demon. Is he a demon? He's a demon. Alien.
Demon, no, he's from outer space.
Alien. Extraterrestrial
Yes.
entity known as Pennywise.
Very, I don't know. I think it was very cool. I do like the fact that you saw Lucas reading the talisman to Max, which we didn't talk about in Blitzkrieg, but the Duffer Brothers are going to be writing and directing the talisman for Netflix.
Oh yeah, they're opening up a whole like production company too.
Which is cool. Good. They fucking deserve it, man.
Okay.
Oh, it's like the Russo brothers.
Okay.
You know?
Listen, I'm all for like that, but I mean, I'm recognizing that what they do might not be for me. Case in point, like I had to struggle through this season, be like, you know, like I've committed myself. I've had ups and downs with this series, so I'm like, I gotta see it. You know what I mean? Like, and I know it doesn't have a long tail. It's not like I'm in for fucking 16 seasons and I can bail out. I'm like, listen, I've sat through 3. There's probably gonna be 2 more. Well, 1 more now. So like, you know what? I've already seen these characters, so let's just do it. So you're right. A lot of this is my own hang up. Perfect. To of just fatigue of the series in general, because I liked it, and if it was encapsulated and ended, I would have been good. But listen, I liked what I liked what I saw.
I thought Eddie was gonna be like a villain.
I didn't think that. I didn't think he would be as beloved as he became.
Yeah.
Which is cool, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, typical Duffer Brothers of making you love a character and then killing them off. Bob and Alexei and Eddie.
Yeah, I tolerated Alexei.
Hey, he was cute.
Tommy bastard.
Yeah, he was. He was turncoat, though. Let's work with America, baby.
Still coming.
So, overall, we both liked it, right?
Yeah.
Where does season 4 rank in your mind?
I think it goes 1, 4, 3, 2.
Okay. All right, then.
Nothing will touch 1.
I agree.
Because 1 was just so fresh.
1 was so yep.
Something so new.
Agreed.
And I'm glad Nancy finally... It seems like she finally got closure for the whole Barb thing. Because if I had to hear about her one more time...
that was good. That was a good call, because, like, when she got possessed, I guess you would call it, caught. I was like, oh, how did he do that? Like, what's
Her
the
guilt
trauma
for
in
Barb.
her life? Barb.
Yep.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was pretty good.
So.
Hey, Tom, what else we've been up to?
We have also been up. We saw Thor: Love and Thunder.
Thor: Love and Thunder, the newest major motion picture from Tequila Wakanda and the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
This was fun.
This was a lot of fun. I think I like Ragnarok a little better.
I really hope you like Guns N' Roses Nation.
There's a lot of Guns N' Roses. In the same sense that a lot of AC/DC and Iron Man 2.
And a lot of Led Zeppelin in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, yeah? See, I don't know. I know Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
I could pick more Guns N' Roses songs than Led Zeppelin, so... but yeah, a lot of Guns N' Roses songs in this movie. But overall, I enjoyed it. I might be burying the lead right now, Nation, but the next episode of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus, we're going to be ranking the villains. And I thought of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which I think we might get into the movies, because when we talk about the shows, it gets a little hairy. Like, who is the villain in Ms. Marvel? There was no real, like, antagonist. Like, could it be Damage Control? Could it be the clandestine lady? You know what I mean?
I would
like,
say that more. I mean,
is it just racism in America?
Yeah.
Yeah, that you might be right. But I thought
the real villain.
Christian Bale's portrayal of Gore was very well done. I don't know a lot about the character except for, like, just his origin and motivation. He kills and what he does, and his titular job title of God Butcher. I mean, I don't think he chops the gods up and sells them in a shop. Maybe he does. I don't know. He might. I don't know. I don't know his deal. I don't read his resume. Look up his LinkedIn. Yes. Okay. So, all right. So, nice to meet you. Yes. According to your resume, you go by Gore, the God Butcher. Am I reading that right? Is that like Spanish or something like that, or is it just? Am I saying that right? Gore, the God Butcher. Okay. All right. So, okay. So, moving by, education, it says none. You grew up on a weird desert planet.
That is correct.
Okay. I wish I could give you some sort of reference points for that, but under religion, you said do not ask me about it, so we're just gonna gloss over that. I don't even know why you
gods.
Okay, I don't even.
I butcher them.
Oh, okay. So now the name makes.
I have become very good at wrapping things up.
Wrapping things up
like a butcher.
Oh, okay. So you do butcher. Okay, so you do have employment history in the
butchering.
Culinary arts in butchering. Okay, I don't know why you keep saying it like that and not like, did you own like a butch? What the fuck are they called?
A
deli, like a delicatessen? Did you order like a delicatessen? Work at a supermarket or anything like that?
I've owned many gods.
Okay. Like, is that? I'm very confused. I'm gonna have to end this interview right here. Thank you.
Get the goddamn job.
I think Christian Bale did a pretty good job.
He did.
Speaking of jobs, I think he did a good job. Everybody did a good job in this movie. Everybody did a good job.
I was very happy to see more Valkyrie.
Yeah, I think you're definitely gonna get that after her debut in Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And her development in the last two Avengers movies. By development, I just mean like she's in charge of New Asgard. Like that's pretty much it. She shows up for like a hot second. Natalie Portman. I'm super glad she came back. If anything, to just give closure to that character and the fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and maybe herself, if she did have some sort of kinship with Jane Foster in the first two.
Back.
I'm glad. I hope so. I think her whole thing was well received. I have not seen the first Thor movies in fucking forever, so I couldn't be like, is she really being Jane Foster again, or if she's being this weird like composite of like Tequila Wakanda's Jane Foster. I did like the in-universe reason of why Thor kind of became Tequila Wakanda's Thor, because his time with Jane humanized him. And he was a little more goofy, a little more jokey. Like, I kind of like that. If that was on purpose or not, to me, in Thor's history, it kind of, like, makes sense,
And I was not expecting them to go with that Jane Foster story. Like,
I mean, if you were going to bring Jane Foster in, I feel like you needed that. You needed the whole... you needed that. You needed her whole internal conflict of being like, I am dying as a human. This Mjolnir helps me live and be strong, but it is also
killing me because it's wiping my treatment.
Yes, out. Exactly. Do you think they did this bit in the movie where, what am I trying to say? In that he kind of like enchants Mjolnir to watch over Jane. Do you think that? Because in the comics, she's able to just lift him because he is worth him. Because she's worthy. Do you think that kind of like devalues a little bit of that, and just it was Mjolnir just kind of looking out, or do you not look that deeply into it?
I liked it. Like, why?
I thought it was a good reason.
Yeah.
And I mean it's different a little bit than how it was in the comics, but like, listen, whatever. Doesn't matter. Gore has a nose in this one, so.
Yeah, and if people are complaining how Gore looks in this, if he was comic accurate, people have been bitching about that.
Oh yeah, he looked like Rabbit Voldemort. Like,
yeah.
All right, so get over it.
Yeah, I think he looked fine.
Yeah, but overall, I did like it. I think, as far as sequel, I mean, this is like the fourth. Like you said it yourself, Tom.
Fourth Queequel.
Yeah, the fourth Queequel. Who would have ever thought that Thor would have 4 movies to his name?
Not me.
No, definitely not.
Not me.
Like, I mean, listen, like, who? It ain't gonna be. I mean, there's gonna be Captain America 4, but it's not gonna be Chris Evans. He might pop in. I don't know, but it's gonna be Sam Wilson, aka Anthony Mackie. There's presumably gonna be a 4th Spider-Man. You know, but we'll see what happens with that.
I gotta watch No Way Home again.
No Way Home is really good. Not gonna be a 4th Iron Man. You know, like.
Getting Ironheart.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. These things will continue in spirit, but like this is the 4th Thor movie. Like, who the fuck would think that? Maybe they just think like, Thor's better.
You mean 4th movie with the same actor?
Not necessarily with this, but this is like, same actor, and it's the same character.
Yeah.
You know, like the 4th Captain America is going to be Captain America, but like,
wow,
you know, it's different.
he has to use air quotes
because he is the title of Captain America.
Wow, that's fucked.
You're not like, hello there, Mr. Captain America.
Wow.
Oh, please call me Steve Rogers. Oh, please call me Sam Wilson.
Wow. Wow. When's your meeting?
That's what that feels like.
It doesn't feel too good, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But overall, I think I like Multiverse of Madness a little better.
We're talking recent one, like the 3 recent ones.
What was one before that? No Way Home. Oh, No Way Home. Yes.
I mean, No Way Home fucking takes the cake.
Yeah, but
I think it goes No Way Home, Multiverse, and then Thor.
Yeah, which is exactly how I expected it to be.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think Thor movies are gonna fucking knock the world socks off, but you know they're still pretty good. We'll see what happens with Wakanda Forever coming out this year, I believe.
November, I believe.
Yes, Tom Vember. Any other thoughts on Thor: Love and Thunder? I liked how it did bring back a lot of the OG Thor cast, like you had Jamie Alexander as Sif and Kat Dennings as Darcy and Sarsgaard fella.
Yeah.
And it had the Ragnarok, like, you know, the
Matt Damon
and
Chris Hemsworth's oldest brother?
Yeah, Liam Hemsworth. Wait, Liam Hemsworth.
Oh, so his youngest brother.
Whatever, I don't fucking know.
Who fucking post credits? I know the one with her getting into Valhalla.
Right, yes.
Oh,
and pointless whole fucking movie. And what was the other post credit? Fuck. Oh, Hercules.
Yes.
Hercules. Tom, can I ask you a question? Who put the Glad in Gladiator? What other Marvel property have we watched recently?
Ms. Marvel,
the latest Disney Plus MCU.
I dug this show.
Oh, so did I.
I dug the change in the powers.
Yeah, I thought that was perfectly fine.
I
know it sounds like I'm like, listen, whatever. It's not Ms. Marvel's powers weren't really. If they gave her just like laser eyes, like that would not be that words. That would not be as critical to the character.
Look,
it's about her origin. It's about her as a character, and they tweaked her powers in a way that also tips the hat to the comic powers. Like with the stretchy stuff and the embiggening.
I am glad they took that away. I fucking hate stretchy powers.
Stretchy powers are kind of really hard to... I mean...
I fucking hate them. Fuck Mr. Fantastic. Fuck Plastic Man.
The little bit that we saw in Multiverse of Madness, like, did not look great.
Yeah, fuck Plastic Man. Fuck Elongated Man.
Right.
Fuck all you guys.
Right.
Stretch my dick.
But, like, giving her, like, you know, armor or whatever you want to call it, like, I'm cool with that. Yeah, whatever. I don't give a shit. It's Ms. Marvel. Like, her powers didn't define her. It was her character, her origin, her background, how she copes, how she deals, you know? Which I think, like, this Disney Plus show was the most showy of shows in the sense that, you know, like Moon Knight and WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier and all the other ones just seemed to be like one big movie chopped into 40-plus minute episodes.
Yeah.
This was like each episode, like granted, yes, it was one big overarching plot, but just how it was filmed and how it just felt like, oh, okay. Like if you threw a laugh track into this show, you'd be like, okay, I get it. It's like a Disney Channel show. which isn't like an insult or anything, but it's just like how it was portrayed, and I think that works well with the character.
Yeah. I did enjoy the 40, 50-year-old man. Like, yeah, it's great if you like a coming-of-age teenage girl movie show. I was like,
that's exactly what it's doing.
What's like, did you morons also complain? Well, you morons probably also complain about fucking Black Panther. Like, because, you're all... bunch of fucking 40, 50-year-old racist old men who are just like, yeah, okay. Something's different. We don't like it.
What was different in Black Panther? Oh, you mean just in general?
Yeah, like how
like they're consuming this stuff, right?
It inspired like young, young black children to like,
like here's a superior.
Here's a hero for you.
Yeah, which is it's inclusive in nature. Comic books are,
and hey. I hate
but it's because it's too inclusive.
I fucking hate to break it to you, you stupid fucking racist. Probably the ones who probably went to January 6th. Guess what? That's what fucking comics are all about. It's about being, having inclusive,
right?
Groups and like you just having people to turn to when you need to. You fucking morons.
Right. Just because they don't look like you doesn't mean they don't speak to you.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. I can and I can't, but I cannot wait for the backlash for when they inevitably cast members of the X-Men, well-known mutants, I'll just put it that way, as different races. Because do you even understand the point of the X-Men? Do you even understand the point of the X-Men? You don't. Like, it's a multicultural, multiracial, multi-ethnic, multi-background group of people who have been discriminated and spit upon and tortured and like just exiled from society, then come together and you know what? I'm gonna be a hero. Yeah. I cannot wait for that. I can and I can't. I wish it didn't, but it's gonna happen. But it's gonna be like, you don't understand. But whatever. Hey, speaking of the X-Men, spoiler alert.
Yeah, big spoiler.
The X-Men show up now.
So, Bruno, who is Kamala's white friend.
I thought we don't talk about Bruno. I'm so glad they didn't make that joke.
I was waiting for it.
I was waiting for it too. It was right there.
I was like, really? You guys aren't gonna pull that fucking trigger?
Fuck my Christian Bale joke. Damn it.
What do you call it?
No, my Christian. My never mind. I'm not gonna get into it. It's past.
Sure.
Yeah. No. Move on.
So Bruno.
Mm-hmm. His best friend, her best friend.
Yeah, who again, very Will from Stranger Things, like, is in love with the main character. He's in love with her.
Yeah, of course. Because they're best friends, and
she
sees more in her than she sees in him.
Yeah, and
which is fine.
And he sees
crazy
like
kids.
Her going for Cameron.
Right.
And kind of
the older boy who has a car
kind of breaks his heart, which sucks and understandable. And
but he's still there for her.
Sorry, Bruno. He's like, yeah, I did test on your DNA, and there's a mutation.
Yep.
And I was like, what?
Yep. I was expecting them to be like, there's something inhuman about your DNA.
And I'm so glad
wink,
they
wink,
did
wink. Yeah, me too.
So glad.
So what it's looking like is that she is the Marvel Cinematic Universe's first mutant, first Homo superior.
Mutant. I mean, obviously,
it was. They also said, like, they didn't also go, "Hey, you're a mutant." They were like, mutation, very much heavy-handed into the fact that, like, you don't throw that word around very willy-nilly in the Marvel universe.
Exactly.
So
and like, I don't know, my whole thing, like, and as soon as I heard that, my brain starts going.
Oh, sure, yeah. But I think that's great because
wow. It'd be cool if, like, she's approached by both, like, Xavier and Frost, and she's just like, no, you know what? I wanna, I wanna stay and keep an eye on my community.
Right.
And then Cameron is approached by Frost.
Right.
Because she's starting to build the Hellions, which is, like, her students.
You're getting real deep.
That went against the X-Men or the New Mutants.
Right. I don't know. I'm pretty pumped for that because, like, what Ms. Marvel did for the Inhumans, like, I think she can do for the mutants in the MCU.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, be that face, be like, oh wow, I really like this character. Because then at that point, then you can have like established characters just kind of be like in the background. Like, I hate to say in the background, but like, listen, like, you know, you can have like your Ms. Marvel. I'm gonna say 2, but like it's not a movie. Like, it would be a movie. Like, be like, you know, and just have like her like be like the like not like the Jubilee, but like that character that the audience gravitates towards, and around all these other superhuman characters.
I'm wondering, does she need the bangles still then? Or can she just put the armor around her?
Well, I don't know.
That was
We're gonna
cool,
have to...
seeing her go big and
Yes,
shit.
yeah.
Like,
that was like a...
cool.
That was pretty neat.
And honestly, I'm gonna say when she was sitting on like the lamppost,
Yes,
half expecting Spider-Man to land next to her.
oh boy,
I really was. Like,
that would have been pretty dope. I don't know. I really don't know the deal with.
I mean, she has more interaction with Miles,
Right?
because
Yeah.
I think her and Miles dated in the comics.
Oh, maybe, I don't know. Possibly. Nobody know. You want to talk about the post credits scene?
Yeah. Fucking Brie Larson decides to get off her ass and shows up.
Wow. All right. But people are saying because like her bands.
Yeah.
That's the.
She only has one still, right?
Well, yeah, but like the whole point. So those are the
nega
nega bands. Yeah, that was the thing that Rick Jones had, that he would basically Shazam, air quotes, into Captain Marvel, and by I mean Captain Marvel, the man. But he would go into like the negative zone or some shit. Like,
I think that's what they're gonna.
I think that might be their way of doing that. Yeah, so maybe Carol Danvers found the second one, and then they swapped
and her
places.
being a mutant, she may not need it, and then they'll give it to someone.
Yeah, maybe, or maybe they'll just be like, we don't need to see these, or maybe she just wears them for cosmetics. You know, yeah. But like, I'm pretty pumped. A lot of spinning plates.
Costume. I like.
Oh
that
yeah,
costume.
oh yeah. When she finally showed up in it in typical Marvel shows.
Yes, that. And
Except Moon Knight. Moon Knight was in it, episode 1.
No, well, I also mean Carol Danvers. Like, it
yeah.
it was an updated costume.
Yeah.
With the fingerless gloves
Yeah.
and everything. Like, I was like,
No, it was good. It was good.
But oh no, that costume looked fucking great.
Yeah.
That they actually gave her.
Oh
And
yeah.
I love the fact that she got the costume from her mom.
Yeah. Is that is that known in the comics?
Oh,
like
her whole
Okay,
family
cool.
knows.
Because I got
And
real.
I fucking dig that.
I got real big. I don't know much about Ms. Marvel outside of just the very basics, but like I got a lot of like Spider-Man Miles Morales vibes out of that,
Yeah.
because at the end of that game, basically, there's a bunch of people in Harlem who knows who the Spider-Man is, but in addition, they know that like, okay, Spider-Man's one of us. Spider-Man's part of this community, part of Harlem. So like, we're gonna he's our boy. We're gonna protect him. You know what I mean? So I dug it. We might have to do like a where does it what. We're not gonna do a ranker because there's not that many shows, but like
it goes Hawkeye.
Hawkeye that much, huh? Wow.
I fucking loved Hawkeye.
Okay.
Hawkeye, Captain, Falcon, Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Ms. Marvel, Moon Knight.
What about Loki?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Loki.
Oh boy.
Alright, so
You put a lot of thought into this because
Falcon.
I'm asking you a question. I'm like, oh fuck.
fucked me. Falcon, Winter Soldier, Loki.
What about Hawkeye? Is it in your top? Is Ms. Marvel in your top 3? We'll just put it that way.
No.
Okay, top 5. I mean, out of 7, but whatever.
She's in my top 4.
Top 4. Okay. Fuck, they were all really good. Damn.
I know it's hard.
I really got to think about
I have
that.
to go back and watch them. I mean, WandaVision, I was like, what? I got over WandaVision very quick.
Right.
I was like, I get it. You know, you're fucking pining over kids you never had.
I mean, listen.
Multiverse.
Yeah, there you go. To be continued in Multiverse of Madness.
Which she might be getting her own movie, I heard.
That could be cool. Is Ms. Marvel in the top 5? I'll say.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I really got to think about it. Typical charm.
Let's see where She-Hulk goes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yikes. Is that all we've been up to?
That's all we've been up to.
That's all we've been up to.
Do you want to put a pin in Ninja Turtles talk?
Nation, we're gonna put a pin in Ninja Turtles talk. Ninja Turtle talk to be continued at a later date, which is great because now we have a topic for an episode that we fucking don't know anything about. Yeah. Well, I don't know whatever we're at. Yeah, it doesn't matter. None of this.
Actually, No, never mind.
And on that note, RudeNation, thank you for joining us for the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus. Thank you for hanging in there with us. We did hype you up for Ninja Turtles talk. Keep that hype boiling, bubbling. Do you want to just do it next episode?
Like where the Technodrome lives in the lava.
Do you want to just push it to next episode? Because I know we said we are going to do a rank up, but we don't have to commit to anything. It's our show.
Sure.
All right, next episode of Ninja Turtles.
Looks like you're making these 4 drinks again.
Oh, yeah, right. They were pretty good.
They were.
All right, great.
Hopefully we could do it on a Saturday. Since I go back to work.
So Nation, Ninja Turtle Talk, next episode. We promised this time of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus.
There was just a lot of Marvel talk.
There's a lot of Marvel talk.
Stranger
a lot
things.
Of things that happened, yeah. When Tom's off for a week, man, he really fucking knows how to crank it out.
You crank it out. You crank it out. Yeah, you crank it out.
Like we said in the start of the episode, our social media platforms, Instagram.com/RudeBoyz469, Twitter.com/RudeBoyz469, Facebook.com/RudeBoyz469. If you could, give us a like, a follow, subscribe to whatever that stuff. It really helps us kind of out with stuff. We don't spam your fucking news feed. You can mute us. I don't care. It's all about the numbers, baby. That's all I care about. Speaking of numbers, we have a YouTube.
You have a YouTube?
Yes, we do, Tommy.
Woo! Fuck!
You can find that at bit.ly/RudeBoyz RudeTube. That's all lowercase. We put archives of our episodes up there. Archives from our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/RudeBoyz469 of RudeBoyz be streaming. And any other sort of video nonsense I kind of throw onto the YouTubes.
Rank ups, maybe some Powerbomb pizza taste testing.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. What do we say? Pie Talk?
Pie Talk, yeah.
Pie Talk, yeah. New segment. They'll cancel pizza, so then we won't be able to do that. Pizza is canceled.
You're fucking commies.
We are on a multitude of podcast platforms: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, TuneIn. But our home away from home, our headquarters, I would have said lair, but we didn't do the Ninja Turtle episode, so get ready for that bit again. But where we put our podcasts, their podcast hosts, is the Podbean network, and you can find that at RudeBoyz.podbean.com.
Hammer that Mjolnir.
Okay, all right. I was going to say Peach again. Peach or Bowser or something.
Come on, we don't circle the drain here.
Oh, that's true. What the fuck else do I do? I did
our social media.
Yeah, I did all that stuff. All right. Our social media. No, I know. But I'm trying to do the RudeBoyz stuff. Oh, my God. If you want to follow me on social media, on Twitter and Instagram, I'm at Tesherms, TEH_SHERMS. And I have a mixology page, Sure Mix a Lot 64. That's on Instagram, Instagram.com/SureMixALot 64. SHERMIXALOT 64. The numbers.
If you want to follow me on social media, I am Tommy_Cash. That's Cash with a K 80. I don't really post, but keep a lookout for a possible new story that I am going to be working on, and I may post it onto Twitter for the nation to enjoy.
Goodness, that's a hot exclusive.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. There you go. Check out Tommy's writing on Twitter. Twitter.com/Tommy_Cash. Twitter.com/Tommy_Cash 80. Yes. Okay.
Cash with a K.
Cash with a K, 80, the numbers, not the letters.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
And Nation, thank you again for joining us. This was the extra long episode. There's some pizza talk I'm going to cut out. But next episode of the RudeBoyz Power Plus, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Hopefully.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
If Shredder doesn't take out floppy disks.
Why doesn't the P button pause the podcast?
I don't fucking know.
This has been a presentation of the RudeBoyz Podcast Network.
Oops.